We're going to geek out with you. We're going to show you this little program right here. It is NewBlueFX's Titler Pro Live. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to Geekazine, the show where we geek out on everything for you and you and you and you and you. My name is Jeffrey Powers. Thanks a lot for coming. Today I'm going to show you a program called Titler Pro Live, and hopefully we'll be able to get through this because this is maxing out my system CPU because I'm pulling up two programs that actually deal with video graphics. One being Wirecast, of course, which uses a version of NewBlueFX's Titler, and then of course the Titler program. So if there's any skips or that like that, I apologize on that. But anyway, I wanted to show you this program because I got it a couple months ago. They said, "Hey, can you review it?" And I said, "Yeah, not a problem." But when it first came out, the Titler Pro Live, I had tons of problems with it. They did some updates, they made some fixes. That's all gone. I actually used it when I was at CES. I was at North American International Auto Show. I was at North American Music Merchants, or NAMM, for all you musicians out there getting music tech. So I was doing this in my regular stuff, and I was using it on my laptops. And so I was creating content. It was great. So, and the best part is it works for my program, which I use, which is Magic's Vegas 14. And of course, it also works with Vegas 13. And it's just a great way to put titles in. Like, for instance, you saw my lower third, Jeffrey Powers here. That's one of the examples right there. It gives me the ability to put that extra graphic in. You know, this is just a regular graphic on Wirecast, but I can do all these motion graphics and stuff like that. So let me show you. First of all, let's go over to the website here. This is the NewBlueFX website. It shows you. It just basically shows you what it does. You can go through the walkthrough video. You can see some of the cool stuff like this 2031 space journey. And it does so much more, especially over the Titler Pro 4. Some of the features, they overhauled their editing modes. They added a still mode so it wouldn't render all the time. Multi-title management system. This is great for if you're doing multiple titles at one time. Reworked control organization, a whole bunch more. Lots of cool stuff. And they have some videos here of some of the titles that they made. But I'm going to show you how I do some of the titles here. So I'm going to go into the program here. This is Titler Pro Live, and as you can see, it's got we've got multiple windows here which can be moved around and resized. In fact, this window usually is on the side. The first thing I did was moved it up into here. So this is all your templates. Then you have your main adjustment area. You have your titlers down here, which we're going to bring down because this is just basically showing you this is the title that we're working on. And then, of course, the work area from here. If you've ever done any type of creating of titlers, especially in another program we won't talk about, you'll know that it looks very similar. The big difference is this region area where you can create elastic areas. Like, for instance, if I wanted to, I set this up so if I wanted to make this expand this across a region of time instead of just having it go 3 seconds, then I put in this middle section, so then it'll keep it stretched until it hits. So if it goes more than like 8, 9, 10 seconds or something like that, it'll hold there for the majority of time, and then it'll close out. A lot of times I just get rid of this middle section, but we'll leave it in here for now. Basically, like I said, this is the whole work area, and I have done very little to it. Like I said, I just moved these two boxes because this is usually, if I can move it, it's usually on the side like that, but I like to put it up here. So anyway, with that said, let's get into this really quick. You can simply create shapes and text by going up to the corner here and saying add a shape or add text, and it'll add text. It just did that for here. I'm going to undo that because I'm just going to use this text right here. But before we do that, let me show you how you can just do some basic stuff to it. So we're just gonna go here. As you can see, the folders change here. So we're gonna bring this up here so you can see this a little bit better. we've got some project templates. So let's go into the kinetic graph area, and if you hover over each one, it'll actually run here. Like for instance, that intro that I did for the Titler Pro 5, it's just basically this one. So I could actually double click on this, and then as you can see down here, it says line 1. It just changed, but it'll say line 1, line 2, and that's where you put in your text. You can actually change the colors of those pretty easy. So you can create one and then use it multiple times for different things, like a lower third or something like that. But you have many different ones, and of course, depending on which version of Titler Pro Live, you'll get some cool packs. Like let's see, we've got the sports collection. I know that's in here, and the social media. This is actually pretty cool. If you're gonna do some tweets and stuff like that, you can set this up. Oh, there it goes. So as you can see, it shows some tweets, and you put that information, like I said, below. You can see that on the bottom left-hand side. So anyway, we're gonna keep it as blank as possible because we're gonna make a quick text to show you how simple it is. So basically, this is what the main default one looks like. So I'm just gonna move this over. I'm gonna bring this down to the corner. This is gonna be kind of like a lower third or something like that. I'm gonna change the font. Let's see. Let's just go to a simple. Let's go to this Antonio, and we'll go 20. We'll move that over, just on the corner here, maybe up a little bit, and poof, we've basically entered. This will just be a basic lower third that does absolutely nothing. Now I can put in some transitions really quick. That's one of the features with Titler Pro Live. This transition thing is now in here. And of course, you get a new set of folders when you do transitions. Before it was, if you went to transitions, it wouldn't give you anything, and you just kind of had to guess what you had to do. But you had to go over to the folders and do that. Now the folders are right here, so now I can go into something. Let's go into this Universe Legacy. And actually, I don't think that. I think that's something else. That's interesting. So let's go into Fluid Motion Pack. There we go. We'll do grow, and we'll do an advanced paragraph. As you can see, as it'll show you what it does. So it just grows like that. So basically, all you do is drag it over, and we had a fade in here, so we're just going to delete that transition, and we're going to shorten it so it's in the start part. So now it's going to grow in and then fade out, grow in, fade out. And maybe I'll have to make this a little bit wider by moving this middle a little bit, so it will give more time to grow. So now you can see how that worked. It's growing. So now we'll do the same thing for this field. We'll remove the fade in on the out, and we'll go. Let's see. Let's go shotgun, and we'll go assemble words. You can see it did that. We'll move that over. And of course, it's not assembling, it's disassembling. In this case, we're going to give it some time to disassemble. We'll move over the elastic area, and then we'll go from there. So it's now going down and then breaking out. Going down, breaking out. Going down. It's not really showing it, but you get because I'm maxing out my CPU, but you get the idea of what it's doing. So now we've got that. Let's put a box behind it. So we'll stop that. We'll go up and we'll add a shape. Let's add a rectangle shape. We'll bring that over here, and we'll just kind of fill it here in there. And of course, it's white, but we can change that through the color here. We can also put in an image or a gradient if we wanted to. Let's do a gradient. And now I'll bring over the gradient box. We'll go, let's do blues. We'll do something like this. We'll move this really quick. There we go. That's pretty cool. And then we'll go like that. And that's the rectangle. As you can see, pretty straightforward. We can do some different things with the styling. We can put in 3D faces. We can put in a shadow, an outline glow, which is pretty cool. And that'll have a nice blue glow. We'll put in a opacity of, let's say, about 40 there, right there. Thickness, we'll bring it down to there. And boom. And there you have a quick little lower third, little bug or something like that. Now, once again, we can do some transitions to this. We'll go animations. We'll go, we'll just do a fade in. And it says pop letters, but in all reality, it's just going to fade in, fade out. So we'll just put that on both sides. There we go. So now, when you start this, this will fade in. We might want to fade it in a little bit more. So we'll just do that. So now it's fading in right away. And then we can take this one and kind of maybe go like that. So we give it a chance to bring the letters down. So now, look at that. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, when it fades out, boom, like that. And basically, I've just created one. Now I can save that, or I can turn around and I can just put it right into the title area. If you save it, then up here you'll have this shared unshared thing. So if you're using it as like a lower third, you'll want to make sure that that's checked as unshared, so you can actually put in different text into the box. And as you can see, it only says text 01, where you can enter text. So we can say, hello world. And then, of course, as we go, boom, hello world. And you can make adjustments as you go. However the title goes, you'll want to make those adjustments so it can go from there and give you a good title. So that's basically how to create just a simple title. They've got a lot more titles. You can find them all over here at Titler Pro Live. It's not a free program. But with certain versions of Vegas, you get I think you get a simple version of that, but I'm not 100% sure, depending on the package you get. But if you do get to purchase this program, it works really well. I use it for all my titles, if you watch some of the Geekazine videos out there, 90% of it is now being used by Titler Pro Live 5. So. Of course, they have upgrade prices if you have Titler Pro 4. So it really does make a difference to go from 4 to 5, because it's so much smoother in a lot of the things that you can do with it. And there was even a couple transitions where I would I'd want to use them, but then I'd go to render them, and that actually would crash the whole system. And I just couldn't use them because it wouldn't work. But now they work, so that's the cool thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think, yeah, we're hitting the 15-minute mark here. So thanks a lot for watching. My name is Jeffrey Powers. You've been watching the NewBlueFX Titler Pro Live, a little demonstration there. What I do to create some of my titles like this one right here. You can check everything out over at Geekazine.com. Socials right there. Just think magazine put in a geek. That's how it works. So thank you very much for coming to the show. And you guys geek out. We'll see you next time.